What's up, dudes? It's your bestest buddy in the whole frickin' galaxy, Urban Blaster, and we're playing some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's that free-to-play mobile game because I don't pay for this shit. And welcome to another edition of the 2v2 Galactic War Challenge. A different format today. We are going to do a fan challenge. And what is that? Well, one day, 1970s Bush, that's his gamer tag. He rolls with the furnaces. He said, hey, Urban, you know who's a dynamic duo? It's CLS and Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. They would be perfect for the Galactic War Challenge. He sent me some footage of his dynamic duo taking on the Galactic War. And bam! I took that as a challenge. So it's my CLS Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano versus 1970s Bush's CLS Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. We'll see who has the better team. We'll see how these two are a dynamic duo. But let's take a look at those two characters and see how they work with each other before we get to the battle. Okay, dudes, here we are. It is Commander Luke Skywalker, CLS. He will be the leader of this 2v2 Galactic War team. He is a force to be reckoned with. He does bring a lot to his kit. That's why he alone could probably take on the Galactic War himself if you have enough speed, enough whatnots, whatever on your dude. But as you can see, he does have a pretty good basic. It does a lot of stuff. It brings defensive downs and speed downs and stuns and all this whatnots. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know the kit for CLS. He also has used the force. This thing is when he takes 100% turn meter away from you, put some red above the heads and all that and whatnots. It just kicks ass. And then he also has his call to action. That's when he waves his little magical wand, brings back some protection and health back. That's going to be epic for, you know, to get through the Galactic Wars with two characters. He has his leadership ability, which does bring a lot because it does, for Rebels, it does bring that plus 50% counter chance. And that's the key of that thing. I am going over his kit a little bit quick because, you know, we want to get to the battle. We want to see what it's all about. And he does have all binding thingies. And he just read over his kit. But he is a frickin' beast to be said. But let's take a look at Fulcrum Taco Asano. Okay, dudes, it is Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. She is a wicked rebel. She does bring a lot in her kit. I personally do not run her so much, so I don't know her kit too much, but let's take a look at it. She does have a basic strike, which deals physical damage. It gains protection up, so she does put the purple protection up and grants protection up to a random ally. So there will only be two, so we will begin some purple above the head with the CLS. Hey, these two could be some protection palios. And then she does that meditate. This is when she stacks some green above her head, so she gains foresight, retribution, and each non-unique buff, excluding taunt, presented on other allies. There won't be much green from the other allies because CLS doesn't bring too much. I don't think he brings any buffs above his head that is shareable. But the thing about this meditate is when she does that, she does put some green above her head, and as you notice on here, she does this. She consumes all non-unique buffs on herself and deals physical damage to a target enemy. This attack scores an additional hit for each type of buff consumed. So bam! With that green above her head, she will be getting some extra hits in there, extra damage, crushing some fools. That thing is a one-hit wonder sometimes. And then she does have her unique, the Perseverance. Ahsoka is immune to damage over time effects and gains 30% critical avoidance. At the end of each turn, Ahsoka dispels all debuffs on herself and loses 10% health for each debuff, but she recovers 5% health for each buff on her. So that's pretty good. She does that'll help her survive. It'll take the red off her head and whatnots. But let's see how my CLS and Ahsoka Fulcrum Tano compare to all 1970 Bush's team. Okay, dude, so as you can see, both of our CLSs, they're pretty much almost identical. We both have the one Zeta. They both do have the same power level. They're both gear 12. They both have the same slots of gears filled. But there is a slight difference in the healths are about the same. The protections, mine has a little bit more protection. He's probably going to need it. I have slightly slower speed, but all in all, it's a fairly match up between Urban Blaster and 1970s Bush's CLS. Let's take a look, compare their Fulcrum Ahsoka Tanos. Okay, dude, so here how we stack up on the Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. As you can see, mine is only gear 8, 7 stars. 1970 Bush has a gear 12. Frickin' Zeta on his. The numbers are frickin' insanely not even close. 14,000 to 28,000 health. Protection is 10,000 versus 37,000. Speed is 182 versus 229. This is going to be insane. The only way Urban could get through this is if he knows how to wield these two characters. And you know, if you're not familiar with the 2v2 Galactic War challenge, the whole goal is to take two characters into the Galactic War, get through all 12 nodes the fastest. And if both teams do get through both all 12 nodes, it does come down to the tiebreaker, who lost a character, how fast did you do it. But let's take these characters into the battle, see how both teams did, and just you know, see who is the victor. Okay, dude, so here we are. We are at the first node of the awaited battle between Urban Blaster and 1970s Bush. As you can see, they both came off with a good start with their CLS and Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. CLS, fat. Their both teams seem to be getting some good hits in. Of course, as you can see, 1970 Bush, he does have that gear 12 fat, so he did take the lead in the race to the victories. I highly doubt Urban Blaster's gear 8 fat will, you know, succeed, but we shall see how this you know, this battle ensues, where it takes him, because it's not how big the sword is, it's how you yield it. Maybe he could catch up, but if the tiebreaker is, you know, the fastest, if they do both get through all the nodes. But at this point, Urban Blaster is falling behind with his slow team, and as you can see, node 2, frickin' frack, 1970 Bush is totally dominating yet again in speed, yet again with power, yet again with everything. Okay, off to node 3. Let's see how this goes down. Urban's a little bit slow on the takeoff, but who knows, maybe he will catch up on this. He is his team's holding up pretty good. As you can see, he does have full protection on both, but so does 1970s Bush. And yet again, 70s Bush is just a little bit quicker. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. It is a 12 node matchup. Oh, how did that dodge happen? How could anybody dodge the you know, the frickin' high power hits that fat brings to the table? Whew, that was a long node for Urban Blaster, but we are on to node 4. 1970s Bush did start off by throwing the green above her head with his fat, used that whirlwind. But as you can see, a gear 12 fat is a necessity to go along with the gear 12 CLS. They do pretty much dominate, but as you can see too, on the Urban side, you have a gear 8 fat. She is keeping up with the matches, keeping up with CLS, and she's only gear 8, and she's still out there molly-whopping some fools. I believe this was what, node 4, 5, something. I don't frickin' know. I lost count. But we are on some node, kicking some ass, seeing who's gonna be the victor here. It looks like 1970 Bush is pretty much going to take the tiebreaker if both these guys do get through all 12 nodes. But you know, that low-level team of Urban Blasters is keeping up, and he does remember his Urban's CLS is pretty matched up with 1970 Bush's, so the advantage that 1970s Bush did have was with the higher geared Fat. And we are not seeing as many counters from Fat that I thought we would, but maybe I haven't been keeping up with the matches. I've just been yippity yapping about stuff. I believe this is node 5. Both teams are doing fairly good. It is an explosive match out there, but as you can see, 1970s Bush yet again took out his opponents a lot quicker, a lot faster. He is dominating this with speed. So if it does come down to the scorecards and whatnots, I believe 1970 Bush has this in the bag. Urban needs to step up his game, get his Fat to a gear 12 level, maybe mod her up a little bit better. But other than that, I believe 1970 Bush will be the victor, have that victory of this matchup. This is the first 2v2 Galactic War fan challenge. I hope to see more. If you do want to partake in this, record yourself doing a Galactic Wars nodes with your favorite dynamic duo. Remember, it is 2v2, so that means you take 2 dudes into the Galactic War. Send me that footage. It could be one, preferably one long video of everything. I will do all the editing, put it together. And yes, there is a prize if you are selected. So basically pick your favorite, you know, dynamic duo that you love that you think will take on, you know, take on the Galactic War. And you know, anybody who participates sends me a video. If I do select your video, these videos do take a while to make, so just get your videos in. If I select yours and make a video with it, you will get a free Urban Blaster t-shirt. I will get a hold of you, or you'll get a hold of me actually through Smokescreen, or preferably Discord. It will be in the description of this video. But you know, like I'm saying, I am rambling on, but just watching these battles go slowly downhill for Urban Blaster in speed wise. Okay, but like I was saying, do a smoke signal, get me your video somehow, and if I select it, you will get a free t-shirt. Oh damn, Urban Blaster lost Fat. It's all but over for Urban Blaster, and that's the CLS. You can never discount CLS. He's one of those dudes who frickin' just goes against the grain. He doesn't give up. But as you can see, old Urban Blaster did lose his Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano, and it's over. Urban lost. Let's finalize it. Let's watch old 1970 Bush's team just see how far he gets. But he did pull down the victory. Congrats to 1970s Bush. He will get a free Urban Blaster t-shirt. And like I was saying, you don't have to win against me. If you give me a video, I choose it. I'd showcase you in a 2v2 Galactic War fan challenge. You will get a free Urban Blaster t-shirt. Because why? Because we don't pay for this shit. But if you do like to pay for this shit and you want a Urban Blaster t-shirt, check out the description. There is a link where you could buy your very own Urban Blaster t-shirt. But that's just check out this battle ensue. There was that whirlwind. It almost did do that one hit wonder to Palpatine. As you can see, every time Fat does her basic, including those counterattacks, it brings the purple protection above the head. Also onto CLS, because he is the only other person out there. If she was with more characters, it does show up randomly above somebody else. Boom, going up against a Vader. Oh, the old triple mollywop almost took Fat out, but I think she did recover. She got those health gains, because at the end of every turn, because at the end of every one of her turns, I believe, what was it? If there's any red above their head, she takes it, she dispels it, and for all the green above her head, she gets more health. And you did just see that one-hit wonder from her. Only time will tell if 1970s Bush will succeed with the full team intact. But his Fat is taking a beating out there. Of course, CLS just, he must be a Harry Potter fan, because he says, "Tittle, tittle, pumpkin butter," and waves his little magical wand, gets protection back. That is his protection spell, old tittle, tittle, pumpkin butter. And there's a victory yet again from 1970s Bush. And that was the 12th node. Boom! Okay guys, there you have it. It was the first 2v2 Galactic War Fan Challenge. Thanks to 1970s Bush for sending me his footage. I took on the challenge. As you did see, 1970s Bush he came out with the victory. And but I really like that dynamic duo that he did suggest. I have not did much with Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. CLS, he was a big he's a well-used character in my out of my list of characters. But Fat, I've never really did much with her. I'm glad to see how she does work well with CLS, how she could be a great asset to a team, probably for territory wars, territory battles. Who knows, maybe even a squad arena. I doubt it, but maybe, especially with all the green above the team. With these new Jedi teams, throw her in the mix, let her consume some of those that green, do a one-hit wonder, boom, she will annihilate a fool. But I hope you guys did like this. If you do want a free Urban Blaster t-shirt, if you want to be involved with the 2v2 Galactic Fan challenges, like I said, screen record your the two characters you want to show off, putting them to the test in the Galactic War. If I do select you, you will get a free t-shirt. Just get me that footage, and I hope you guys like this video. Keep on tuning in, and as you did see, CLS is the butter to Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano's bread, and Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano is the jelly to CLS's peanut butter. But we'll see you in the next one.